It's always been on.
Oh. All right, let's go to work. Is it on now?
Yes.
You have to cut all that off. Start again.
Yeah, I'll cut it off.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So we're right now three expats hanging out together.
Okay.
Using your radio voice.
Want to introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm using my WWKLT here in downtown Miami. Everyone, I'm using that voice. No, I'm just kidding. Using my radio voice from the 1980s. No, I'm just kidding. It's Helena,
Hi.
Victoria,
Hey there.
and me. And normally we have one other person with us.
Yes.
Sometimes
wait,
we'll have two
you
with
said,
us.
And me. And what's your name?
Oh, Tom. Tom. We were just talking about Blue Velvet.
That's a creepy movie.
It's a horrible movie. It's not just creepy. It's not making sense to me.
If anyone ever shows you that movie, like you have to discover it on your own, because if somebody shows you that movie, like you're gonna think they're a creep for the rest of your life. Like it's a weird thing. They don't show it to anyone. They're gonna have a weird view of you. Like it's really bad.
Very interesting because your father showed it to you.
Yes. I don't see him the same way anymore. It's like
I wanted you guys to know.
Creepiest, scariest thing I've ever watched.
Everyone thinks that right now that in the what do we have here? What is 2025? That everything is so different and oh my God, but big things in the 80s were way more crazy. Way more crazy. And now I say that sounds so wrong, but it's true. The 80s and even the 90s, people complain now and say, "Oh no, look what's going on in the culture. Look what's going on in politics." But things have I'm hitting something on this thing. Things have always been crazy. Have always been crazy. It was just as crazy. And if you watch a movie like Blue Velvet, I don't even think a movie like Blue Velvet could be made today.
No,
Probably not.
I don't
But
even think they
too
can
many
make it.
people
Well,
get
when-
offended.
And that was just a movie that you would go to when you were 16, 17
it's
years old.
not a.
Or
It gives you this
whatever.
horrible uneasy feeling. And the worst part about it is the uneasy feeling does not stop when you're done with the movie. It just keeps going. So if anyone offers it to you, it's like drugs, kids. Don't just say no. Just don't watch it.
Do you hear static? Listen to that? Do you hear static somewhere here?
No,
That.
that's just the neighbors.
No, listen. Hear that?
Oh yeah.
Well, don't touch it.
All right, so there's a little static there. Yeah, Blue Velvet is really, really. Actually, to be honest, that film, I don't think it did well in the movie theaters, but it really, really did well when it went to video. When it went to
so
Wonder
odd.
why.
How come
VHS.
nobody wanted to watch that thing?
Yeah, but then it became a cult film.
I think though, like
That's
if
the
you
only way this film could be ever watched, by being a cult film.
Yeah.
Nobody
Yeah.
like, oh, let's
Like
have
the
this.
Rocky Horror Picture Show
people
in the
might
70s.
watch it, and people might watch it in private. But if you are seen going to the movie theaters to watch that, that's already embarrassing. Or I don't know. It's so. I mean, I just thought it was. I mean, there's so much symbolism, and I get that it was probably made for people to analyze it and stuff. But no, it's just the creepiest stuff I've ever seen.
The story isn't even good. Like, it doesn't make too much sense. What happens to the guy? Oh no, wait, he dies, doesn't he?
Psycho noir.
But I think
Film
it's
noir,
like
psycho film
interesting.
noir.
The story is, introduced how you see like pieces slowly come together. You first, like at the very first part, you think that the woman is the killer, but then it turns out that she isn't. And
Spoiler alert.
yeah, oh sorry.
The woman's not the killer.
Never mind. Don't watch it anyway. It doesn't matter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it affected you guys.
Yes, we are different now.
It
in
really,
a bad way.
No. I
Yeah.
wouldn't say. Well, this was a weird last couple of months because we started out at at Halloween. We saw. I mentioned it before.
Oh, the Rocky Horror Picture
the Rocky
Show.
Oh my
Horror-
God.
We actually went to the movies at night and watched it, and it's
At midnight or whatever.
Yeah.
it's not. Yeah, it was heading towards midnight. It's just not a
In
nice.
Germany.
It's not a nice scene because in Germany you'll go there and there's just a bunch of lonely homosexuals sitting behind you.
Lonely
Yeah.
older men that look like they've had a difficult life.
There were like 7 other people in the audience.
All men.
And there was
All in
this,
their 60s and 70s.
Yeah, but there was
All
this
trying to get in
one.
your pants, Tom.
Yeah, it was weird. They were smiling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They heard you speak English and tried to speak to you, and I don't know, it was kind of weird. Anyway, there was this one woman dressed. She was the only one dressed up as one of the
With her
people.
daughter.
I know, with her daughter. Tried to make her daughter dress up too, and like in the end of the credits, she like danced around. It was the weirdest stuff I've ever seen.
Her
And
daughter
scary,
looked
too, 'cause it was
kidnapped.
Halloween.
Maybe it wasn't her daughter.
Oh yeah.
She looked so kidnapped. As we were leaving.
Yeah, that's.
Kill me. Take me with you.
Yeah.
Poor thing. She didn't really look like her daughter. The mother was like a tall blonde, like a Nico icon, whoever that was. One of these tall German blondes. And the daughter looked like she might have been Turkish or something.
Oh man, we should have helped her.
Yeah,
like
she
thinking about
really
it now.
looked like she didn't want to be there.
she looks stolen.
Oh god.
Poor child. Dressed up just like the mother.
Yeah.
At first, I thought that was like their little game, where she would hold her and she would cry. Oh, no,
What?
I'm making that up. Yeah, but that movie, we thought that movie, you guys walked out of that movie theater having never seen that before.
Well, also
you
changed,
said you had
you
to
know?
digest it. You said you said you had to think about what
It's not the good kind of digestion. It's
Yeah.
the one that gives you stomach ache.
How about you?
I mean, at least, you know that it was like a musical that was performed on Broadway already. So it can't be that bad. Like you can't perform Blue Velvet on Broadway, you know? Like you can't. You can't really compare.
I
it.
don't know,
Like,
Broadway,
when you
off
know
Broadway,
this-
maybe?
Yeah, when you know this, like the background of this story, then you think, all right, And there are obviously iconic songs and singers there, and sometimes you just think, oh, they sing really well, instead of like creeping out because of the story.
Yeah, off Broadway. I don't remember. I think it was off Broadway, or it was a Broadway. It was definitely a musical play. But I can remember going to off Broadway shows in the 80s, and they were. I remember. I don't know if it's around anymore. A show called Oh Calcutta. And I think I saw it when I was 16. And in the 80s, you were allowed to probably go see that when you were 16. But that was way worse than what's it called? The Rocky Horror Picture Show. It was way worse.
It was even worse.
What was it?
It gets
about?
worse.
It was I can't remember. I was only 16. I think my brother was 15 when we saw it, and we didn't know what it was about or anything, and we were really surprised. And it was like little skits, little episodes where the people were mostly naked on the stage. And I thought to myself, and I'd only been to to high school productions, and I think I saw The Hounds of Baskerville or something in Connecticut in some
cute.
playhouse.
The
Yeah,
one
something
from
like that.
1935.
Yeah, something like that, or even earlier. Arthur Conan Doyle. That may have been from the 1920s. But I remember seeing that, and maybe one other play, something like Joseph and the Technic Color Dreamcoat, or maybe Jesus Christ Superstar, or something like that. And then so I didn't know what to expect. I just thought it was going to be, and also you get that little. What's it called? Playbill, this like little magazine when you go in, or I don't know if they do that anymore, but you would go into the movie theater, get it, and you would open it up, and there's pictures of the actors and little stories about them, where they're from and what they've done. But there was nothing in there that showed that they were going to be naked on the stage, And my brother, who was a year younger than me, was kind of just, I wouldn't say his mouth was hanging open, but he just kind of had his jaw back, and he was kind of head cocked to the side like a dog does when it looks at you and doesn't know what you want.
Well, I think, if you advertise the nudity on a flyer, like people would interpret it differently. Like, is this actually an off-Broadway play? Or what is this exactly,
Yeah.
The 80s people don't care.
No.
In the 80s, if they had
Yeah.
done that, that's something that a kid would have buried in his backyard or something, and like Playboy, and try to hide it. Remember, we didn't have porn on the internet like you people do. We had. No, it's true.
Well, that's some passive aggressive. Right?
No, we had to find a Playboy somewhere. But anyway, getting back to what's it called? Not the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Blue Velvet.
Blue Velvet
Oh, my
was
goodness.
creepy, but it became cult. And I was just playing that song for you guys. Some band. Wait a minute, I'm trying to think of the name of. I got it right here. The band's name. I don't know if it was a band or if it was an artist. This is horrible because it's people.
They cut it together.
Yeah, they cut it together.
They made it
sampled
into a song. They cut what's the guy's name?
Frank.
They cut Frank's voice together from when he's screaming, and they just put some music over it.
This is funny because it says in German Beschreibung, description. There isn't one. Oh wait, Blue Velvet. Off you would if you loved me. What? I don't know what that means. But the name of Spit is the name of the artist. Shout out to this guy. He may not even be alive anymore. Who knows? But that was the artist, Spit, and what is it? Yeah, and that was the name of the song. I wonder if there's like a little picture of his head on the CD.
Nah, are you sure that's not?
Or is that Frank?
That may be Frank.
Maybe that's Frank from the movie.
No.
Looks like Frank's haircut there.
But the director was, I'm trying to think of the director's name. He was the director that directed Twin Peaks, which was a show that was popular in the 90s. David Lynch. David Lynch was the director. And David Lynch made these, for all intents and purposes, weird, what you thought when you were a young guy, weird movies. They were just weird.
Well, I have to say something. The movie is, in a way, very, very well made. I mean, I was expecting jump scares at some point, but they weren't really there. I mean, we are from nowadays pretty much used to jump scares, but these are a very, very cheap way to install fear, But this movie is doing such a great job at making you feel like something really, really bad is about to happen.
All the time.
But like constantly.
Yeah.
And being able to maintain this feeling for 2 hours for the entire movie. That requires some real skill I was actually very impressed in all the scenes and the colors. Something's just off about the entire thing. The dialogue, the sounds, and the acting is just like so perfect on point that you like remain in this constant state of
surreal.
Yeah, it feels surreal, and you're in this constant state of worry about the characters and about what's going on. And the entire movie is really, really cool in a way. I mean, it must be a very hard thing to do.
Uncomfortable.
I think that is so, special that in like modern scary movies, like when a scary scene is supposed to happen. But in this movie, they're just, I don't know, going out for dinner or taking a walk at night, and something that's supposed to be nice and friendly between two good people has like an eerie feel to it, like the modern scary movies don't have it. Like not like that. It was just the whole movie was so weird. But I mean,
it was in a way a piece of art, a horrifying piece of art, but it
achieved what it tried to intend.
He did that Chekhov thing, right? With the what did they say about Chekhov? Yeah, how does
Chekhov's
it go?
Gun.
If
there's a gun in the first act, it's gonna be used in the third act.
Something like that. Yeah, and he just kept having. He gave you that every scene. The stairway felt like a gun, like from that dark stairway. Something's gonna happen.
Well, did anything ever happen with the stairway?
Yeah, Frank came up the stairs eventually.
Actually, the stairway was just the entire problem there. Like he comes up the stairs a couple times, catches him.
Yeah.
So the stairway is like,
but everything,
like the stairway.
Like little things,
It was so creepy looking too.
And I'm still trying to figure out. Somebody kept telling me, I can't think of who it is now. There was some kind of Jungian thing going on with the shadow and the persona, and with the beer. Apparently,
beer.
Yeah. He was doing these funny references, like to how they used to put commercials. They probably still do for things, not subliminally, but actually, for Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Budweiser,
I think Heineken.
Heineken was Budweiser and Heineken. They had
Budweiser, the king of beers, he said, or something like that. And at first you laughed like, "Oh, that's so punchy. He's making fun of it." But then I saw something where they said, whatever beer they're drinking has to do something with their character development. And I thought, are they reading a little too much into that?
Yeah.
I heard someone analyzing Blue Velvet based on the type of beer that they were talking about in the scenes. I thought,
how much beer is in that movie?
Yeah, but how much did that guy watch that movie? That's kind of
I know.
Well, so generally, I have a question. What's up with cult films? Like, what makes something into a cult film?
That's a good question.
Do they all have to be that crappy?
Maybe a cult film just doesn't do well in the movies, in the movie theaters, the box office. And if it does well, that's what it used to be. If they do really well, like the Rocky Horror Picture Show, or I'm trying to think of some cult films. I remember the first film that I saw from Quentin Tarantino was Reservoir Dogs. And that had such a huge cult following on VHS or on DVD.
But does cult film, like the definition, does it actually mean that it's like only like appreciated and celebrated in a certain type of like culture, a certain like part of society or something? Like, does that mean that's a cult film, or is it
I don't know. That's a good question. If you look it up on your phone, it'll say a cult film is. I mean, let's see what AI tells us that a cult film is.
You have AI? You use that stuff?
Everyone has it.
It's in Google.
It's in Google now.
It's in Google? Don't use that crap.
No. You Google something and it'll automatically first give you the AI version.
It's incredible. I was looking for ice skating.
My goodness.
I was just like, ice skating in this area. What's it called? A place to go ice skating. And, AI just jumps ahead and doesn't let you see anything and starts telling you stuff about ice skating.
Ice skating in general.
Yeah, it was so a cult film. Let's see if AI jumps in and says something. Oh, it says something. Go ahead. You have the nicest voice. You can read that.
Aw, I'm flattered. A cult film is a movie that, while often initially unpopular or overlooked by mainstream audiences, develops a passionate, dedicated fan base that engages in repeat viewings, quoting, and even interactive screenings, often celebrating its unique, eccentric, or even bad qualities as a part of its charm. That was a very long sentence.
Yeah, it was, but it's dead on. Sentence. What else does it say? These films
typically stand outside conventional norms, frequently exploring transgressive themes like niche genres like horror or sci-fi. Yeah, that's
right.
That
niche genres.
Yep,
and outside
or
of the
having unconventional artistic merits, making them beloved by a devoted subculture rather than the general public.
That's true.
That perfectly describes the Rocky Horror Picture Show and Blue Velvet.
And Blue Velvet. Like, it doesn't just, there's an Irish film that I really like that is kind of a cult film. It's odd how many people, and it's The Field with Richard Harris, and there's nothing.
That one.
I wouldn't say it's outside of any genre. It's not unconventional. I wouldn't call it unconventional, but maybe at the time that it was made, it was a time when a lot of indie films came out. But that film is so good, and it doesn't. And there are things. I don't think anybody quotes it that. Well, no, that's true. People do quote it. I've seen people in Ireland make fun of it, even now, even in the 2020, sorry, and quote it. But other than that, I think that's absolutely right. I think it's like these niche films that are kind of weird and outside, unconventional, outside of the norm. Yeah, but at any rate,
I thought you were going to talk about the Irish film, The Banshee of Inisherin.
No, I would not call that. That's not been around long enough for it to be.
Yeah, you're right.
What movie?
The Banshee of Inish. I think is it Inisherin or Inis?
I don't know. I think it got an Oscar. I don't know if an actor got an Oscar.
Yeah, cult films barely get an Oscar. Although The Godfather's like a cult film, right? Oh, absolutely.
It probably did really well at the box office.
Yeah.
And
Marlon
it
Brando
appeals
said, "What
to
are you?"
so many. It's not like it appeals to only a certain fan base. It appeals to so many people. So
The Godfather is kind of a classic that everybody has to watch.
Yeah, that's true. You mentioned Marlon Brando. Brando, a lot of his films turned into cult films.
They did?
Because of him, and they didn't do, some of them didn't do really particularly well at the box office. A film that he made a film where Johnny Depp plays an American Indian, if I remember correctly. I can't think of the name of it, but that's got a cult following. And he did a few films like Last Tango in Paris, which I don't think did really well at the box office. And turns out to be a cult film as well, because it's just Brando's acting is absurdly over. It's really. The film is particularly odd in some parts, and also has been scandalized because of a rape scene in it. But it has like a cult following. And there's another Brando film that I can't think of right now that has a cult following. It's not Streetcar Named Desire, and it's not On the Waterfront. So
we are getting pretty old there with the movies.
Oh, those are in the 50s. Yeah, but there is one that is that has a cult following, but I can't think of the name. Maybe it's Apocalypse Now. I can't remember, but that also has a huge cult following. And those films,
Apocalypse Now is also like really a classic in some ways that people.
So well done. Yeah.
Actually, never seen Apocalypse Now.
You haven't?
What?
Nope. I haven't.
I never finished it. I watched about the first 2/3 and it was great, and then for some reason I never finished it.
Yeah.
We should watch it together. It's really good.
Let's do it.
But it's odd. We didn't want to talk about films. We wanted to talk about a show.
Yeah, we wanted to talk about Game of Thrones, and we wanted to talk about the suffering from the characters, because there are many different opinions of which character actually suffered the most in Game of Thrones, and I think it's a good topic because I wouldn't say we all have different opinions, but I like a little bit different. And want to start? What do you think?
Well, let's just say we've had a little bit of an argument about that. It's been going on for the last couple of weeks because I started watching Game of Thrones, and you've already seen the entire thing. And Helena has some, in my opinion, questionable beliefs about that show.
Okay.
About who suffered the most in it.
So I believe that Sansa Stark really suffered the most and the longest. There are certain characters that had like developments, like life-changing moments, like when what's his name, not Tyrion, his brother.
Theon Greyjoy?
No,
his
not
brother.
Tyrion's brother.
That's
Jamie Lannister.
Jamie. When he got his hand cut off, that was a life-changing thing. But it wasn't like he was just suffering, like Sansa was for such a long time, and also suffering under what Littlefinger did to her, and being manipulated and used and sexually abused. It was so bad, and she was surrounded by all the enemies of her family, and she was it was so horrible. And who do you guys think suffered the most?
I mean, firstly, to continue with your example, Jamie Lannister had to sit in his own shit for a year, and then he got his hand cut off. Then he had to go back home with his hand around his neck.
Yeah.
But what you're saying
pretty bad.
Is that
it's pretty shitty. And
it's a fall.
And then he has to get together with that tall blonde woman,
Brianna,
which is the worst part about it. Okay, but I'm mad about it.
Oh my god. No, but
Do you not like her because she's tall or blonde? Or...
Oh, that's just evil. No, I think that, he, though, suffered, obviously, physical pain with having to sit in the shit and having his hand cut off and stuff, But
he did kill someone, though, while he was sitting there.
Yeah, Sansa grew up in this, cushy world where she was told to marry like a lord, and she, she had, the suffering, changed her brain chemistry, that kind of suffering.
Thank God she got saved.
I know, but, when you grow up so naive and something so horrible happens to you, I think that's also a different kind of suffering that she had to endure that made her, change... the way she thought and stuff, and that didn't happen to most of the characters. Or it did, but not to such a dramatic degree that Sansa went through, I think.
Well, being naive is a type of stupid, and being stupid causes a lot of suffering to other people, so maybe she deserved it.
Who did Sansa cause to suffer by her being stupid, she
herself.
She was
everyone around her.
Okay, that's true, but she was in a really awful position, as a girl. What was she gonna do? She didn't have any power most of the series, basically.
I mean, a lot of people didn't have any power, but for most of the series, I know, that's kind of the point of it.
It is especially her. She was in an environment where no one was her friend.
I think
everybody
young
wanted
ladies
to kill
really,
her and her
you
family.
can tell for Helena that young women really relate to Sansa.
Also the helplessness in the...
Oh, what, you're young too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But
this helplessness of her situation. She can't... imagine the whole suffering of being helpless. That's awful, And who do you
I don't know.
think?
Tyrion was pretty... Yeah. Well, I want to say something about...
Tyrion is 4 foot tall. That's pretty helpless. That's pretty shitty.
That's hard.
All right.
First of all, I really like that actor that plays...
Peter Dinklage?
No, well, I like him too.
Oh, that plays Jamie Lannister.
Jamie Lannister.
Oh, he's
that
great.
Guy.
Nikolai Coster-Waldau.
Where is he from?
He's from Denmark, I think.
Or I thought he was from Greenland. Is he from Denmark? Well, Denmark, Greenland.
No, we don't know.
Lainey, you look that up, where he's from? Is that guy? And what I'm just on the side, I'm always annoyed because if it had been... I have to cough, hold on. Sorry. If it had been... the 1930s or 40s, that's the kind of actor that would have been huge. He's good looking, he's kind of debonair. He was like an Errol Flynn. Debonair, like an Errol Flynn or Tyrone Powers. He's a very classic. Well, those are actors you guys don't know, but he's a hell of an actor. And I know he's done things. I've seen him in quite a few movies afterwards, but I expected him after Game of Thrones to become the next James Bond, If he even has a Roger Moore quality. I'm sorry.
It says that he's from Denmark. Actually.
Denmark? Oh, I thought he was a Greenland Dane.
I don't know. Wait.
No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but he probably lives a couple of kilometers away only.
He probably lives right up the road. Yeah.
For context, we're in northern Germany right now. Yeah, it's very dark. The sun goes down at 1500.
Yeah, you're earlier. Well, there's no sun.
Today it didn't even come up.
Doesn't come up.
Decided not to.
See, this is why you think probably he's from Greenland. He did some kind of tour through Greenland and documented it or something.
Cool.
I think.
Very cool.
That's really cool.
He's so cool. He was in some Joe Nesbo film, Headhunter. I can't remember when. He was really good.
That's on my list. I want to watch that.
Yeah, he's just a good actor, I think. But anyway, they're all good actors, probably. But to
Game of Thrones has the best actors.
They're amazing.
They have great actors. I'm very surprised that they didn't have Cillian Murphy in it.
Yeah,
because they got a lot of Irish actors.
Some
Europeans, but a lot of Irish people.
I think all the characters were so
English
perfectly.
people.
Who could he have played? He would have made a good.
Who could he have played?
Littlefinger, Peter. What's his name?
Although if he had played Littlefinger, everybody would be cheering for him.
Yeah, that's true.
That's not good. I think they could have found someone.
the cast is so perfect. I couldn't imagine like anyone else playing them. I'm sure he's a good actor, but I don't know any other role for him. You know?
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe he could play Rob. No,
Rob Stark.
No, I don't know.
I mean, he could.
Who could he have played? Imagine him as Jon Snow. He doesn't look like. I'm sure he can. He doesn't look like he gets like a real dark beard. You know, all those guys had beards going. I'm sure he can grow a beard.
Maybe he's just not fitting.
And also, you know, with his blue eyes and dark hair, he looks too similar to the other Stark children. That he
could have been a Stark easily.
I mean,
that's true.
Can't,
Black Irish. He's from Cork.
I think he could have been Rob Stark, maybe.
Yeah, it could have been Rob Stark. Maybe not. Maybe too old. Maybe too old for that part.
That was 2014.
Yeah,
what? He's still 2009 when it came out.
He's like 45 now, I think.
Was it 2007 or 9 when it came out?
2014.
No,
2014.
It was 2009.
Was it?
Think about it. The show ended in 2019. How can they switch 8 seasons into 5 years?
Oopsie, I'm sorry.
Doesn't make any sense.
My strongest.
Theon Greyjoy. That's who I think had the worst life. I just have to say it.
For sure.
That guy had the. First of all, he gets sent away from his family. Looks like it sucks. His father looks like a son of a bitch. Definitely. His sister is definitely a force to be reckoned with, and at the Iron Isles or wherever the hell he's from seems to be a shithole. Anyway, right? It's just what's their thing? Salt that you have to be drowned to you have to be drowned to come back to life. Yeah, to be able to rule in the Iron Isles. That's pretty crappy, right?
But here's what I think. So, thanks for that.
The real point.
Oh yeah. No, go ahead. Sorry. Say what you want to think. Go ahead.
You already started with a condescending tone. Anyway.
No. I'm just saying. I think he starts out in a crappy place. Then his father makes him into a ward because of the war, whatever. He has to live with the Starks, these kids that are wards of someone.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
Got kind of lucky.
So he got kind of lucky.
Yeah. Better really nice to him. Yeah. From what we've seen.
He was way better with Ben Stark than with that toxic, evil father, and with his dominating sister, you know.
You mean Ned Stark, right? You said.
Ned Stark. Did I say Ben Stark? Yeah, but he was much better with Ned Stark. Who's Ben Stark?
His brother, I think.
His brother.
No, I'm confused. Oh yeah, Ben Stark.
Benjamin, that's his name.
Benjamin Stark. Benjamin. I can't remember his name. The
No.
guy who rides around on reindeer and seems to be half
reindeer?
alive or half dead on a moose galloping around. Anyway, who's swinging that thing that's on fire that looks like the thing in the Catholic Church that they swing that has the incense in it. I don't know what the hell that is. Anyway,
pretty badass.
Yeah, it's pretty badass. Yeah. And then what happens to him? He gets kidnapped by Ramsay Bolton.
Oh.
Pretty bad. Maybe the worst person on the show.
First of all, he has to go back to his family, right? And they don't really accept him. And
that's right. They hate him. Yeah, that's right. He wants to be the Lord of Winterfell. Was that before he gets kidnapped or after?
After.
Yeah?
I think.
No,
They make him take it over.
After Ned Stark's head gets cut off, he he was a real asshole intentionally. It wasn't like he was some kind of naive little girl like Sansa. He wanted he wanted to, pretended that he burned the Stark children and he wanted to take over Winterfell.
Yeah, but that was afterwards. That was after he went to his family.
So just because your family rejects you doesn't mean you can kill the family that took you in.
No, that's right.
But he had to try to prove himself to that idiot father of his, who he felt like he was. What does father say to him when he went to the what's it called? Went to visit him. He's like, where'd you get those fancy clothes? Did you pay the iron price or the gold price for it? And he's like, I paid the gold price. And then he ended up having to. Well, anyway.
What a bitch thing to say.
Yeah.
Right?
So he goes to So then he goes to. So he gets kidnapped by Ramsay Bolton, taken, and as far as I could tell in the movie, Ramsay cuts off his dick and serves it to him. Did I see that right? I mean, I haven't seen this movie. I'm sorry, I haven't seen the show in 7 years.
He doesn't eat his own.
It looks like one of those German, what's it called? Currywurst or something, Looks like he serves him his wiener.
I think Ramsay eats it in front of him, but he doesn't eat it.
Something. There's
That's horrible.
Yeah. Did you see that scene?
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty bad,
right? He gets tortured in jail.
Then he gets tortured
a long time. Yeah. Then he gets made into basically a dog.
Yeah, exactly. He turns into
a servant whose
mind
is broken.
Breaks his will.
It's horrible.
Breaks his mind. He's reek. Because he reeks. Like
what did Sansa do? She had to marry someone.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh wow.
She had to marry a little guy.
She was tortured sexually by Ramsay too. He beat her up too.
Yeah, afterwards for 2 weeks.
You don't know how long that was. Oh, no. And here's my argument for Sansa.
Well, we know how long Theon was there. Which is a couple of years. And Sansa was definitely not there for a couple of years.
But she suffered before under Joffrey. And I think she's just suffered for the longest because while she was suffering in King's Landing, Theon was, for the first couple of seasons, he was kind of an asshole. Like, you know?
What about Arya?
I know he suffered.
She suffers from
willingly.
The second her
but
father
it's not
dies,
like something.
before.
But it's not like something happened to her. Like
Sansa, she just lives. She lives in a castle and gets served cookies all day. What do you mean?
She gets served cookies. I like
God. But Arya, you know, she wanted to be a fighter. You know, she went to that place to train on purpose.
When she lives on the street and she's homeless.
She's blind.
She's blind for, I don't know, like a week.
Listen, we're talking about the show. Who the hell knows what happens in the books? You know, but
did you read them?
I read a little of them. I'm trying to keep away from talking about them because the books do these things that the shows don't do. They'll describe a town or a city, you know what I mean? Like all this extra stuff, but I have to, you know what I mean?
That's why they pay so much attention to the cities and the way they're built in the
show. Yeah, but
that's
I mean,
really cool.
but getting back to the suffering thing, I don't know. I think the Hound suffered one is, you know, I guess everybody's suffering, right?
Yeah,
Who said that?
I think the whole thing is about suffering, but I think Sansa is not even in the top 10 of the people that actually suffer.
Oh, you really don't like her.
No, she's
top
like
10.
She's a ginger.
Yeah, she's a ginger.
Okay, name 9 other people who suffered more than her.
Well, Theon
Greyjoy.
Theon Greyjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Tyrion
the
suffered.
Hound. Jaime Lannister.
Definitely
I forgot all the characters, I swear. All the people that actually died.
You can't count those. They're
Khal Drogo.
Soldiers.
They're pretty dead, you know?
Hell.
That's kind of annoying. That's kind of a factor you have to
You don't know anything about their lives before because they're just
Daenerys.
Yeah, but they're like dead.
Daenerys is sold to
Daenerys,
Khal Drogo.
That's pretty shitty.
She's being raped basically. That's
like
just
all
rape
the time.
going on.
In the book, she's like, how old is she?
I think she's like 14
she's like
years
14
old.
in the book.
She's
Sansa's
a child.
like 11 or 12
what?
13.
Is she that young?
Yeah.
How old was the actress when she started that role?
13 too.
Nothing happened to her when she was 13. That's the whole point. Nothing happened to her. Literally nothing happened to her until she ended up at Ramsay Bolton.
But her father, she saw her father get his head chopped off. Now, all this is relative.
Sucks, I guess.
If that happened today, you know what I mean? If you're walking down the street and all of a sudden someone grabbed you, made you watch your father's head get chopped off, there'd be some PTSD
but here's
involved.
What I think.
That's true. That's true.
Like after Daenerys established her like power role in the... What was the tribe's name again?
Oh, the Khalazar or whatever the heck they call it.
I forgot.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, like once she established like power as a Khaleesi there, she didn't suffer too much for the rest of the show. Like she just gained, like she had to fight some kind of like battles and stuff to conquer armies.
She lost her child, and then the person she actually loved apparently.
She gave birth to some sort of dragon
the
baby.
whole raping thing.
Yeah.
He died. She just lost everything.
Okay, this show is a little crazy. I'm just realizing.
What are we actually talking about? This is insane.
Yeah.
But, you know, you can't...
This show's giving me PTSD.
You know what? Talking about this, I think she's not even in the top 20.
Okay,
coming up with people.
4 people who apparently suffered more.
All right, we could probably get a bunch of people at the wall that are pretty...
What about Robb Stark? I feel so sorry for him. He falls in love. He has this beautiful wife, and he gets his throat cut.
I think he has a great life until then. He has a pretty good life.
I think third person who suffered a lot was Tyrion.
Tyrion
tortured because he was tortured so much by his like siblings, and you know the fact that he was a dwarf all his life, like, and his father despised him and basically wanted him dead, and that's just so. And then also when he had to leave King's Landing, and also he loved that woman.
By the way, spoiler alert.
Oh yeah, I'm so
sorry.
All the
slow people.
There's a lot of basically we're gonna just talk about everything. If you haven't seen the show, go watch it right now. And then he lost his like the person that he thought loved him. Remember that?
Well, that's what he gets. Shay. Was it she? Shay?
Shay is she from Hamburg?
Yeah, that's what he gets for falling in love with a woman from Hamburg.
Exactly. I
think she was from. She's definitely German.
Yeah, the actress.
The actress.
Right.
She.
German, Turkish, probably.
I saw something about her, and she was doing some kind of work for women trying to get away. Apparently, she had a tough time getting away from her traditional family. I think here in Hamburg. I don't want to say. We're not in Hamburg actually, but it's down the road. Something like that. And I don't know what she's been on since Game of Thrones. I know that before Game of Thrones that she had been doing, and it was a shock to everyone. Not a shock, but everyone that watched Game of Thrones here in Germany where it came out, hey, she was doing porn before Game of Thrones. And apparently it also had a nose job because in the porn you can see her nose is like big, you know.
Look, even the actress suffered more than Sansa Stark. Look at that.
Yeah, she has gone through a hard time, that actress, and come out on top. She's a tough person, apparently. But, so you're saying Tyrion suffered so much because the woman that was with him, who was a girl from Hamburg, no, I'm just kidding, she tortured him.
No. Like the fact that first of all he lost.
That she
betrayed him.
That she betrayed him. Went
and
to the
then
father.
Everyone treating him like shit. Like his father wanted him dead. His sister, and and they. Married him off to Sansa. That wasn't so bad for me. Anyway, but then he was he had to leave, and didn't he want to die, or before he met Daenerys, he was about to be sold as a slave almost, and also I don't know, he just suffered a lot from.
He did suffer a lot. He suffered. I mean, he's probably been suffering since he was a little boy. Apparently, his sister used to abuse him when he was a baby, according to the Red Viper, and I think he's had a horrible life. Actually,
yeah, I think so too.
But he's intelligent and he's clever and he uses humor, and because of his humor, spoiler alert, he gets through it. Oh wait, you've been seeing.
Don't tell me that.
Oh, that's right.
No, you can't.
He's not gonna die. Wait, don't say.
He grows.
Don't say anything.
Yeah,
he's much taller in the end.
No,
what?
don't say things like that.
I have to say something to make her.
Don't say things like
you're just confusing her now.
Yeah.
That is weird.
Don't listen to anything.
Yeah.
I don't
the
even know
Maester's
what
come
you're
up with
talking about.
something, and he
Papa,
is really
don't
tall.
confuse her.
And
it's not true.
No,
I figured it's
I'm
not.
trying to say something to make her not. Trying to set her off, bring her down a different path of thought. But anyway, so who was the character that suffered the least? And I have a personal, that I think did not suffer at all through this whole thing.
Sansa Stark. I'm joking.
No, there's a handful of people that just do well when things are going bad. They just seem to shine.
Littlefinger.
Cersei?
He ends up dead, Well, spoiler alert.
He is dead, yeah.
Bronn just seems to be doing great.
Yeah.
Because of the wars and all the possibilities. He's getting married and getting castles, and I won't tell you the end. It's also good for him.
No, don't say things like that.
Podrick or Porrick or whatever his name is. He just seems to kind of float. I mean, he has to go on little trips with Brianna from Tarth and I don't know who he's hanging out with, but he just kind of just leans back and he's along for the ride, and he has a special power we find out about. Women love him so much. Yeah.
I also think
some people had
doing great.
Yeah, he's doing great. Podrick and who did I say first?
Bronn.
Yeah. Who else is doing really well?
I think this is what I think is doing actually pretty well too. Is Samuel Tarly? He didn't suffer too much.
Yeah. I mean, he had a horrible
Who's
house.
That again?
The big girth guy. I don't want to say
really fat guy
portly.
was friend. Oh,
yeah, that's
sorry.
what he is. The really fat guy.
Who was friends with Jon Snow?
Jon Stark's buddy. The one
at
who's
the White Wall.
Oh yeah, all right.
Yeah,
he's doing all right.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it was horrible that he was.
Listen, he
was
finds
sent
love
by,
on the other side of the wall.
Yeah,
That's
that he
pretty
was
good.
That
sent.
guy's got some game. Think about that. Think about the game he's got.
Oh yeah.
He's got Jon Snow next to him, who looks like the picture of beauty for women. They love him, except he's not tall enough, according to Daenerys. But which is he was taller, and then he blows him away. John. Oh no, wait, that's not true. John gets has a girlfriend. What's her name on the other side of the world? Ingrid. He's got that ginger. Oh my God, that he marries in real life.
Yeah, that's so nice.
Now I feel bad for saying a ginger because I actually think she's really pretty. I do. I like her.
Yeah.
What's her name?
She has such a cool voice.
Oh,
I
love
think something like Rose Leslie.
I haven't seen her.
Like
I saw her in 2 things after Game of Thrones, and the 2 things I saw were so good. I saw her in a Vin Diesel movie called The Last Witch Hunter. She was good in that. Yeah, there she is. She's gorgeous.
Rose Leslie.
I'm not a redheaded guy, but here,
What's that mean?
Kit Harington married her. Wow, she's really pretty. Look at that.
I guess.
Oh, come on.
God.
You should listen to her. How can you not?
No, she's pretty.
She is.
Not in that picture, though.
Not in that one, but in a lot of these she is. I just think she's. Anyway, and look, it's them getting married.
Aww.
Okay. What is that? What the heck? Stupid laugh that I have. And I saw her in a second thing. I'm trying to go. Oh, I saw her in some time traveling, The Wife of a Time Traveler, or something like that, a series. And it was so good. I'm like, this series isn't crappy. It's got a possibility to go somewhere. And it got discontinued. I thought, and then I haven't seen her. I'm sure she's done a bunch of stuff. Who knows? Maybe she's doing plays, but where was I? I mean, I think she did horribly. So I think that that Braun is kicking butt.
Yeah.
Things get bad.
She did horribly. Oh, that's right. She died. I'm sorry.
And I think also, what's his name seems to be doing well. The kid that's baking those pies.
I was just gonna say that.
Hot
pie. I mean, we don't see much of a story, but when we see him again, he seems to just be working at that bakery and nothing
apparently
really
people,
happened to him.
While all these people are doing the little dramas, people just, we're going on with their life. There's a war going on, but he's becoming a baker. He's having a good time. I don't think he dies, does he?
No.
I mean, in the movie, he's not. At the show, I mean.
You little spoilers, you.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, but he's doing. Well, I think in the end, I can't remember the last time we see him.
The last time we see him is when Arya sees him and he tells her to go to Winterfell because that's where Jon is, and he's like, "Good luck," and
he's like, "I'm busy here. I'm baking and having a good time." And the White Walkers and the zombie thing, they're just all just kind of floats by them. They're having a good, you know what I mean? And then there's other families that are starving to death in the north, and so some people did all right. That's horrible, but some people had a good time on that and that whole thing.
Oh, speaking of...
I think that's the secret to life. You want to be like Podrick or Braun. Braun takes advantage of it. I mean, think about it. You're such a badass that you just thrive in a time like that. So that's one thing that's cool to be.
But people need him.
And then the other
thriving in war.
in bad times. And then there's the other guy. You just kind of... No, let the world have its stupid games. I'm going to bake some pies over here. Or I'm going to be a page or whatever it was that Podrick was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just, I won't tell you what he does, but he's able to charm women with something that he can do that. Yeah, you're giving me this look right now. Yeah, didn't you remember? There's something about him.
I do remember, but
I'm not going to tell you what it is.
The way you're describing it makes no sense.
It does in the end. Yeah. Which reminds me, does anybody know the end to that joke that Tyrion keeps trying to tell?
No, I also forgot the joke.
Something about there's a honeybee.
Oh, yeah.
And no, there's a...
Like 3 people walk in or something. I don't know. But anyway, there's always like a running joke that every time when he tries to say the punchline, like something happens and...
Like a war starts or a battle starts.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way.
Yeah.
Jon Snow suffered more than Sansa Stark. He literally died. And
dying is crazy.
Girlfriend and the person he loved also died. Then he's got that witch on him that's trying to do shit, which is also horrible.
Okay, he met her once.
The witch too. The witch also had worse life than her.
Melisandre?
Yeah, what Maleficent.
Yeah.
She also had
she brought him back to life.
Yeah, but she also had a worse life than Sansa. Then we go over to the guy that... How many times did he die?
Well, his last time was the 7th he dies. His last time. Beric Dondarrion.
Exactly. He died 7 times. You think
that's...
Just
that character.
No, but some 16-year-old girl that's living in a castle has a worse life.
Yeah, you're right.
Man, I'm going to say something now because I have my little pet peeves of people that I think are really cool. There's Nikolai... What's his name? Costa-Waldau. That guy could have been Tyrone Powers or... and another time he would be the Hollywood star, and the coolest voice. If you have a really good pair of earphones, and all these guys have cool voices. The Hound and all those guys. But Beric Dondarrion, I think Richard Dormer. I can't think of his name exactly. He's an Irishman. Man, he's got the coolest voice of any actor. It's not the deepest. Has this timbre in it. It's not the highest. You know what I mean? It's like. It's really cool. You got to listen to it. And that guy, when he got that role, they must have just given him the role for his voice, And as a man, he's cool because he's got, the patch over his eye. He's got this gritty look to him. He's got all the cool lines, like in the last season or the second to last season. He's got these incredible lines that he says. Yeah. He's pretty cool because he's been dead 6 times already. Yeah. And then because of that, he's got this spiritual thing about him. He says these things that are spiritual all the time, that are very important. Like what are we fighting for? He's like, I ask myself that all the time.
He also says like the Red Woman, when the night is dark and full of terror.
Well, they have the same God.
Yeah, the God of Light.
The God of Light.
But he says it in such a cool, like crisp way, and like I don't know.
Yeah, the God of Light for her, it's got this kind of fiery Satan thing going on. Yeah. But for him, the God of Light has like a God, the sunlight like kind of thing against darkness. Yeah. And it's he's an interesting character. And when he's fighting the Hound on the show, it's pretty cool because the way he's swinging his sword, when he touches it with whatever he does with his hand, he has a burning sword. there was this prophecy of Azor Ahai, or whatever his name is, who's supposed to be this hero that is promised. And for a minute, you think it's going to be him. But then you figure out, for some reason...
Wait.
Oh, sorry. I'm just throwing things out there that are...
No.
Yeah, and it's not him, though. And
thank you.
Well, it's obviously not him. But he... But apparently a lot of people have that, and he's got his buddy bringing him back to life, who's a priest, who's a warrior priest, who apparently, when the big war was going on 20 years ago, was kind of a famous person that all these young guys, they were young then, saw him galloping ahead in the vanguard when everybody else was shitting themselves and scared to fight. And Jorah Mormont says, man, I remember watching him with that flaming sword. And he goes, what you don't know is I was drunk off my ass. He was drunk. Anyway, what was his name? The priest?
Oh, I don't remember.
Do you remember the priest's
Jorah
name?
Mormont also has a really nice voice.
Thorn of Myr or something. Huh? Sorry, who? Jorah Mormont.
Yeah, he's great.
Another actor. That actor. Oh my God. That actor is incredible. He did that Jack Taylor show in Ireland. I think it takes place in a city in the West, Galloway or whatever the heck it is. And I don't even know if he's actually Irish. But he does this, because he was doing sort of an accent on that show, the Jack Taylor show. Mm-hmm. And I only knew the show because I was on an island with you, the island of Sylt, in the winter in a hotel.
In northern Germany on the
North Sea.
West Coast.
West Coast on the North Sea. On a gray, cold winter, and we were in a hotel. Just, I can't remember why. Like why we would go to a gray place like that. And it's a beautiful island. But I was bored off my butt because it was raining outside and 2 below zero, and the Atlantic Ocean was trying to kill that island. And they had a little library, and they had they had a bunch of books. Those libraries, it looks like they just buy books in bulk so you can have them in your libraries. And I pulled out one of those books, and it was one of the in German, but it was one of those Jack Taylor books. There were a bunch of them that writer did. I thought, I've never heard of this. I started reading them. I don't know or remember who the writer was, but holy crap, I'm embarrassed to not remember. They were written. They're incredible about a guy that gets kicked off the police force. That typical thing. The anti-hero. He drinks. He also loves music. He's like a really interesting guy, and he solves cases in the western part of Ireland. And you think, what's going on in the western part of Ireland? Did someone steal some sheep? But there's a lot going. There's a lot going on. Anyway, so I heard that they had been filmed. I watched them, and it's the guy who plays Jorah Mormont, whose name I can't remember. And his acting is insane. Ian Glenn. And that guy's good looking. He's like a good looking dude. Yeah. Oh, come on. You do sketches? Yeah. I saw you did a sketch of him. And I'm like, oh, you were like hiding it. I'm like, oh, you're doing a sketch of this guy, He's like 50 something. I'm like, oh, he's a little old for you, that guy. But you did a bunch of sketches. I saw you were into him. But he, but that guy, Jorah Mormont, I don't think he really, he was having I think on the show he's supposed to be a gambler, sorry.
Yeah, he was somehow banished from his family or something.
Yeah, he disgraced his name or something. Yeah. And he did all right. But he did all right because he stuck to his guns as a knight with all of his virtue.
Yeah. But that one time,
I won't say spoiler. He doesn't do all right.
When he did have grayscale, that was also a bad point.
Yeah, Sam Tarly
cut his skin off.
Yeah, that's pretty crappy. Okay, that was crappy.
I think he suffered more than someone
hanging
out in the castle.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I get it.
No, I'm sorry.
So Daenerys had a crappy time, we thought. Jorah Mormont is kind of in between. He seems like he's doing well, but not well. Because he's got things are going better for him. Yeah. Because the war started and stuff.
Who I think also actually didn't really suffer at all until his death.
Who?
Was Joffrey. Obviously. He commanded everyone as an arrogant bitch. And then until his horrible death, he didn't suffer.
Yes.
Until his death.
Yeah,
that was
true. He was doing well.
Yeah,
that's right.
He was just bossing everyone around, trying to kill people.
Him and Bronn were kicking ass in that show. Go ahead. What were we going to say?
Who's the wife of... My goodness, I forgot all the names. The mother of all the Stark kids. What's
Cersei.
No.
The Stark kids.
Cersei suffered a lot. All her kids died.
I'm going to leave you guys and go cough for a minute.
All right.
You guys go ahead.
All right, go for it.
Yeah.
Cersei was like, oh my goodness,
oh my God.
We broke a chair.
we actually just broke a chair. Was it me? Am I too heavy?
You. It's been wonky all along.
Okay.
Jeez.
Man. Okay, so getting back to what we were talking about.
So I think Cersei suffered a lot, but it may be a little bit of karma because she was like an asshole before that. Like
yeah.
Do you remember that cut back to like that scene when she's 12 or 13 years old? It's in season 5, I think. It's the very first scene of it.
Yeah.
And you see her and another girl just going through the forest. And the other one's like, come on, let's stop. This is scary. And she's like, no, I want to go. And they go to some kind of witch and force her to read the future.
Yeah.
Right? And she says, oh, you're going to have 3 children. And they're going to be all you care about. And you're going to lose every single one of them. They're all going to die.
Yeah.
And she's like, am I going to be queen, this, that? And she kind of does lose everything that she loves. Not her brother. Which is fucked up.
I think, for her, it was like what you put out into the world, you get back a little bit. Like she did some really evil stuff, and she got some really horrible stuff back. Let's see, like she was really an asshole to her brother. She blew up the Sept, remember, and she killed like.
They were pretty crappy
I know,
too.
and she killed like that mother's daughter who killed. And the mother too, like she made her watch her daughter die. Remember, she with poison.
Oh yes,
but they, it was all like justified.
They killed her child.
Yeah, exactly. It was all like justified. Like all the evil stuff she did suffer for it. Like
not all of it was justified. That's it. Don't sit on this chair.
It's breaking.
It just literally broke under me.
Wait, let's just scoot over halfway.
What does that mean?
I'm just nothing.
Wait.
Jeez.
They're like 30 years old or 40. I don't know.
Here, I'll just scooch over with you.
Yeah.
Let's try to break this one now.
No.
Was that the one I was sitting on that broke?
No,
it was me.
That one was broken before, probably. It was a little wonky.
What were you guys talking about?
About how, Cersei also suffered, but she was also mean. Like, it was like 50-50,
She was really not a good person all along, but she didn't get a lot of good stuff
Character
back.
development.
When she had to walk...
not really. She's still a massive bitch.
Yeah. That's
Sorry
true.
to say.
There was a minute when you started to really feel for her, I guess.
The walk
was
of
that
shame.
minute?
I don't know.
And also when she, we just said she lost all her children and stuff,
Yeah,
so that's what I love about well-written things. People that you hate, you start to feel for them, because of the realism. You start to think, oh, okay, this person was an evil bastard, but how evil were they really? And some of them changed completely, So, look what happened with Daenerys, with Khaleesi or whatever we're calling her.
Yeah.
She starts out as having to leave, as a baby that has to be shipped off somewhere, and then her brother sells her, and then you start to really cheer for her and root for her, and then in the end you're just like, well, we'll say because you haven't seen the end, but it's she goes up and down like a roller coaster.
From there, you could kind of see from the beginning that she was going to be very important.
Yes.
To the story, and that she would like grow up to be this queen of something. It was a given. It was pretty obvious.
Yeah.
I believe, at least. Some of those things you can see from, like, I don't know, from
miles away.
Season, basically.
Yeah.
But a lot of the things, they're very realistic and very unexpected a lot of the time. So that was really nice about the show.
Lady Stark. In the books, it's not good, and it's not.
You said she comes back to life in the books.
Well, I don't want to ruin anything here, but Beric Dondarrion, actually, if I say something now, it's going to. I'm going to say something that's going to ruin the end for you. But there's a thing between her and Beric, and because of Beric, she comes back as sort of a zombie. Then they call her Lady Greystone or something, and she's like kind of half alive and goes around, if I remember correctly, like avenging the death of people in her family. It's really, that whole thing is not in the, like a lot of things are not in the show. I think she's found in a river. I can't remember the whole thing and how she dies in the river or how she was drowned or whatever. But it's so different. How does she die? How does she die on the show? I can't remember. At the Great Wedding? At the Red Wedding?
Yes, at the wedding of...
it was supposed to be like... it was supposed to be like a deal between Rob and like from the Iron Islands that he would marry one of his daughters, but he didn't. And then I don't think his like cousin married one or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
So if you had to date someone on the show, who would you date? Like if you're like, oh, I want to go out with someone,
It depends on.
And don't say Porrick because of Podrick. Sorry, I say Porrick. Like that's like an Irish name. Podrick. Don't say Podrick because of his special powers, whatever the hell they are.
Okay, so I think
literally no sense.
I think, it obviously depends on what kind of background I have. Like, if I were a wildling, I probably wouldn't date Jon Snow because he did have to,
You are a wildling.
What?
Just kidding. Go ahead.
No, but I don't know. I would like to date Jon Snow, maybe.
Yeah, of course. Kit Harington. Everyone's just going to say Kit Harington or Christoph Waltz here. What's his name? Jaime Lannister.
Yeah.
But the question is Jaime Lannister with or without the hand? You still going to date him when he's missing a hand?
What?
Still hot without a hand?
Sure,
You're missing a hand. That's useful, right? All right. So you're saying Kit Harington? Jon Snow.
Yeah.
Jon Snow.
And if it works out politically, I would.
Jeez.
I'm sorry, but
I have a sneaking suspicion Helena's going to be one of those people that's just like Braun. She'll just do well. She's already figuring out who she's going to be. All right, go ahead.
Okay, if it works out politically, I would date Robb Stark because if he wouldn't have been killed and he would have been King of the North and he's so just kind and attractive and stuff, then I would have dated him. But it didn't work out because the girl he dated, they both died at the Red Wedding. But if it you
said the bread wedding.
Red wedding.
The red wedding.
I said red wedding.
Oh, I'm sorry. It sounded
wedding.
Like that
sorry.
But I have a question. If let's say they're not characters in the show, it's just if you want, who do you think is the most the actor there that you would like to date the most? Kit Harington.
No, not Kit Harington. Actually, I think the most attractive guy on the show is Robb Stark.
Really?
Yeah, he is good looking.
No, I don't like.
There was
face.
talk of him being James Bond.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
He was in that
the Bodyguard show.
Yeah.
In that setting, the Bodyguard show, where he plays the what's her name? That first of all, his acting it's really good, and secondly, you can see there how good looking he really is. Yeah. Now I know he has a touch of red in his hair somewhere, and that you're being,
guys,
you're a reddist, a gingerist.
Gingerist.
He played Prince Charming in the adaptation, the real life with people adaptation of Disney's Cinderella.
Oh.
He played Prince Charming. What does that tell you about him? He is pretty.
Yeah, he's good looking. That's right.
No.
I saw that. He was in good shape too because they tailored those clothes and that Prince Charming thing within a friggin' centimeter of his life. I was like, damn, if he breathes, those buttons are gonna pop. I'm like, I'm so glad that I don't have to lose weight to do that. Yeah. And Prince Charming, he is like dancing and stuff, and I'm like, listen, if this guy eats breakfast, that's all coming apart right now. That's right. He's in good shape too. Pardon me.
And he has such I think he has an attractive voice and he has such pretty blue eyes. Other than him, obviously Kit Harington, because he's also.
Remember, Kit Harington's only 5'8" or 9, or 7. I don't know how tall he is, but that doesn't matter. Tom Cruise is only 5 something, 7, 8, 9. Who knows?
He is.
Yeah, I think he's one of the shorter actors. I mean, listen, Humphrey Bogart was like 5'7" or something. I guess height doesn't matter that much.
Really
there he is. He's Prince Charming, but you can't really see
he's
it.
He's looking pretty stupid in that one.
Okay, I don't know. He was. I don't
These
know.
This is making
Baroque things he's wearing.
This is
look at how his. Look at how tight those buttons are.
This is making him look like.
Look at it. Look. I was supposed to say something.
Okay,
look at those
no.
Pants. Are those ballet pants or those riding pants?
These are very tight pants.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Some really tight pants.
What do they call that cloth that the ballet guys wear?
All right, now he's just looking douchey.
What do they call that cloth or something cloth that the ballet guys wear to make themselves look more endowed? It seems.
I don't know.
A loincloth? I can't remember what it's called. No, there's a name for it. Can you look that up on there? Just Jamie. Just kidding. Can you look this up, Helena? The name of that cloth that the ballet dancer. Ballet dancer cloth. I mean, I don't think he's wearing that, but it does have a hint of that. That's what I said. I was watching that movie with you, I think, Helena.
Oh yeah.
That what's it called? What's the name of that movie?
I don't know what it's called.
Doesn't it say use AI?
It's just like some kind of leotard tight thing. I don't know.
But there's a thing there that makes them look more. That accentuates that area.
They just use a sock or something. I don't know.
No, it's used in ballet. I'm pretty sure.
Take a huge water bottle, just put it in there.
It doesn't matter. Maybe I'm just.
Models.
Anyway, yeah, he is. You can't say he's ugly. I know you don't like him because.
I mean, he's not ugly.
No.
I guess.
How about
he looks
you?
a little.
Who would you? So, Lainey, that's your.
He looks a little bit like the guy that plays Superman in this one. They're trying to make him look like him. What's his name? Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill.
Oh my
God!
I'm sorry.
This is how you can tell that we're continental Europeans, expatriates living in Europe. We don't know how to pronounce any English names anymore. It's Henry Cavill, and we're like Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill.
I can't believe you said it like
Kit
that.
Harington. We can't speak English anymore.
I'm sorry.
His name is Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
Is that his name, Henry Cavill?
It is, and you tried to make it some weird Henry Cavill
Henry
thing
Cavill
or something.
That's what I thought. Oh, anyway.
Well, I just had the name in my head in front of me. I was reading it. It starts with a C. I thought it was like Cavill,
I can't remember how to say it.
Oh my god.
All right, so who's the guy that you think, Vicky, that you would date? I'm talking about now. First the Game of Thrones date. Like you're in that world, and you're standing there, and the Hound is there, and whoever. I know not. You gave me a funny look with the Hound. But what guy would you want to date there? Probably Tyrion. She's like, Tyrion, because you think he's so funny. Jamie Lannister with the hand.
I hate the hand. It's kitschy. It's the kitschiest shit. Oh, yeah. Like it's extremely kitschy and disgusting.
Him not having the hand.
What? No, the gold. It's made of gold.
Yeah, but okay. So before he loses his hand, that's your pick.
It's kitschy before that too, in a way.
Right, yeah,
but he's really good looking.
Yeah.
Like he's really good looking.
He's a little too dreamy with his smooth hair. In the beginning, clean shaved, like Prince Charming kind of.
Yeah, remember Prince Charming from Shrek?
That's what he looks like.
That's
exactly what I was thinking.
Copy. If that cartoon came to life,
that's what they did.
It's him.
I don't know if they did that on purpose, but it's hilarious.
Yeah, it is hilarious. That's the first thing I thought, because I watched Game of Thrones, and then I hadn't watched it in years, and I saw that, and when I saw him on a horse and everything, I thought, geez, he looks like that cartoon.
I think the horse also looks the same. I think both have like a white horse.
They give him the best. They give him the best horses too. Once his little gray horse gets killed, they give him like a frige, like a black, like the guy. Everybody else is sitting around on these pony. You know what I mean? Of course, Lady Mormont, she's got a nice little pony too.
Who's that again?
What's her name? The actress
from Bear Island, the little girl.
One
man,
she's like
she
favorite character.
The mushroom movie.
The mushroom show girl. I can't think of her name. But
Bella Ramsey. That's her
the king
name.
and
her name is Ramsey.
He's my king.
I know. Oh no.
From this day till his last day.
She's so cute in that.
He's my
she's amazing. I love the look that Jon Snow gives her when she's saying that. Like he's shocked that such a young, small person just shocks him with her. What's the word I'm looking for? With her sincerity, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, but I
it's
love
not like a thankful. Shocked.
It's more like
oh shit, I hope people don't think I'm a pedophile.
Yeah. And it's more like, oh my god, when she grows up, I'm gonna have my hands full. You know? He's like, geez. You know? He's like, I thought that Ingrid was bad. What's this one gonna be like when she's 19? You know what I mean? That look on his face. He looks freaked out by her. He really does. He's like, what? He's like, did I do something to this person? He's like looking around. He's like, I don't know her. Okay.
Yeah. She's got the best speech though.
Her speech is insane.
Yeah. Oh my god. You're an actor, and you're like given that script. You're like, that's so cool.
You're made for life if you're an actor.
She's like 11 in this too. She's a really good actress.
What a debut, to make in Hollywood.
Debut.
You
said debut.
I don't know.
You're such an expatriate.
I have some pronunciation problems.
What a debut! Encore.
No.
So yeah, Cavill. Henry Cavill.
Yeah, well, at least I didn't pronounce names wrong.
I couldn't figure out
when you're so confident using like sound like a certain name in a way, and that's just embarrassing.
Is that the guy you would date? You didn't say really. You weren't adamant about it.
Well, in what situation? Because I'd have my hands full with the other bitch. Yeah. Obviously, his sister.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
The pain in the ass.
Oh my god, that's right. You're gonna die. All right. Who would you date then? See, she's being political too. That's correct. That's right. You're not just looking at him.
Lainey started it.
Who would you date then? I know who you like. And this goes with the theme for today. She keeps saying, I don't like redheads, but you love that Giantsbane dude.
Oh, we were at the store the other day and I saw an advertisement. It's literally that dude advertising.
Don't you mean an advertisement? Just kidding. An advertisement, yeah.
An advertisement.
I saw an ad.
One of those
at
the store. And it was this guy selling salmon.
Oh, yeah.
It was pretty good.
Probably like Norwegian salmon or something. It was in Germany? Was it?
Yeah, it was right here. Just down the road.
Yeah, I've seen him in a couple of things. I can't remember what they were, but he's good. But no, okay, obviously you don't want to date him because you're worried your children will end up being fiery redheads. So who do you date on the show?
This is a hard question. I don't like Kit Harington that much. I mean, I think he's nice looking, but I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. Too far away. Well, how about you tell us?
Yeah, who would you date,
All right. So, who would I date? When it comes to women on the show, there was
Ginger. It's the Ginger.
No, there was this one actress, I don't remember her name, and I don't remember her name on the show, I mean, but she was hanging out with what's the one who got pushed over and fell down and broke his back?
That could be like anyone.
What's the boy's name? What's the one?
The kid with the nose.
The kid with the nose.
Oh, wait, Bran.
We know who it is. Yeah, exactly.
I'm the Black Raven, or whatever the hell he was saying all the time. I just want to slap him in the face.
Nerd.
Oh, I just want to say something about that also. Once you see the end of that show, and you realize the fact that he could see the future and the past, you just want to slap him in the face.
Yeah, I know.
You're like, oh, wait a minute. You
Spoiler,
knew.
by the way.
Spoiler. That's all I can say. Like, did anybody figure out that basically he's a jerk? Like, he knew all these things.
Yeah.
Like, people in his family and stuff, he's like, I saw this coming. I'm the, what does he call himself? The what raven?
The three-eyed raven.
Three-eyed raven.
I'm the three-eyed raven. You see how Jon Snow looked at him like, what the fuck did they do to you? Did you go through MK Ultra or something? He looks at it. He's like, you're all grown up now. Sort of. Or I don't know, some weird, slightly autistic thing that he says. And him, I think it's Jon and Arya and even Sansa. I think Sansa just like, just don't talk to him, Jon. Just look at me. He's a weirdo now. We all are creeped out by him. I'm the three-eyed raven. Sorry, I just hate anyway, I haven't seen that actor do anything, by the way, except for the fact that he is the guy who plays Mike on Stranger Things. No, I'm sorry. But they do look a lot alike.
Yeah, they do.
So
he looks like Will a
So
lot.
you guys won't remember this, but when they take off with the three-eyed raven when he's a little boy, what's his name? Brandon or what's his name?
Brand.
Brand, that's his name.
It is Brandon.
Yeah. That's
Well, whatever his name is, they take off with him, and there's this girl, this brunette girl. She's yeah.
She was in Harry Potter.
Yeah, I like her. Yeah, she's in Harry Potter.
Okay.
And who was she in Harry Potter? She had a weird name.
She was Nymphadora Tonks,
Ooh,
you know.
Nymphadora. Yeah, I like the Tonks
Sorry,
chick.
Tonks?
Listen, I've got weird
Did you hit
taste.
your head?
Yeah, what? What's wrong with her?
Did you hit your head?
That's mean.
No,
That's
she's
fun.
What's wrong with her? I like her.
you
She
seen her in
dates
Harry
Listen,
Potter?
listen. I have a very specific type. I think the Tonks
Oh my
chick
goodness.
is attractive, and I don't know. There's something about her. Show me a picture of her.
This is making me question so much stuff right now.
So I like her. I mean, just we're talking about looks now because I'm a man.
Not the political situation.
I have
of Game of
3
Thrones.
different criteria because I'm a man. Looks because men are stupid. Well, look at her.
Ew.
Oh yeah, she looks okay. As Tonks, she ain't looking good. But in Harry Potter, she takes off some of her
is Harry
clothes.
Potter.
I'm sorry, Harry Potter doesn't take off her clothes. In what's it called?
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. The Irish.
Don't say that.
So what's
No,
the
sorry.
actress? What's the actress?
I don't know her name.
Natalia Tina.
Yeah. Oh, what does she have? She has a cool name. Listen, her name was Nymphadora.
So I'm
like
guessing the
nymphomaniac,
third
Nymphadora.
category of girls is if they have cool names. Okay.
Okay, so let me see.
Nah, she looks like a dude in this one.
No, she does not.
Yes, she does.
No.
Look.
She looks a little like a version. There was an actress here in Germany named the one who did Lola Rent. I can't think of her name either.
Wow,
But,
she looks...
Okay, listen.
What is wrong with you?
If you take those pictures
Oh.
and you okay.
Nice.
If you take those pictures and you animate them, then it's different. She has a certain
But that's
energy.
then not the what?
She looks like she doesn't wash.
That's
in
not-
this one.
Okay.
I'm into that. I'm just kidding. Okay,
Something's wrong with you.
so wait a second.
Okay, no.
It's just
Oh my God.
look right there. You know what it is?
She's got
She's in
bug
shape.
eyes. You're the one always
Wait.
screaming bug
Look at this here.
eyes.
Look at. She's kind of jacked.
No, she's not.
There's not an ounce of fat on that woman.
Papa, this was just weird and wrong. I mean, wouldn't say wrong, but like a
That's not the thing you say when you zoom in on her boobs.
Yeah. No.
guys.
All right. So here we go. Let's go to the.
You know what else I think? We talked about the
Oh, look,
horses.
she was in Star Wars.
She was in Star Wars.
I think
Are you sure
that
that's
looks like
Star-
Star Wars.
Yeah, that does look like. No. What does it say
Yeah,
right there?
look, there's
The
like things coming
Mandalorian.
out of
She
her
was
Wait,
in the Mandalorian.
okay, so who
Sorry.
else besides her?
Okay,
She
besides
looks like a dude
her.
in this one too, by the way.
So incredibly
Okay.
negative. Jeez, there's more to meets the eye there. So anyway, then the other one that I like, I'm scared to say it now. No, I'm just kidding.
sorry.
No, the other one I have to think about. I have to go through all the women. Oh, okay. I mean, you hate this one too. You hate this one because I've heard you say it before. But you have to understand, she's a little older than I am, but it's someone that I grew up with. You know who it's going to be. It's the one who played Cersei Lannister.
Okay,
What
but
is
she's
her
an
name?
attractive woman, really.
Yeah, but I can't think of her name
making
either.
that
Anybody
face.
know her name?
She's making that
Lena
face.
Headey. I'm probably not saying her name right. And I kind of grew up with her. She was in a movie, a great movie with Jeremy Irons called Waterland. She's like about my age. She's maybe a little older than I am. And Lena Headey, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And she used to be on before Game of Thrones. She did a show. She did The Terminator as a show in the 2000s or maybe the late 90s. I don't know because I didn't watch it. I just saw outtakes. But anything that I've seen her in, I just think that I just find her very attractive. And apparently I'm not alone. Otherwise she wouldn't be getting all these parts. She's attractive in a lot of different ways, I think. I know the actress has had bouts of depression and things like that. But so anyway, that's on the show though. Like I wouldn't date her, obviously. I'm not crazy like Greyjoy there, who for some reason wants to be with her, giving her the ships and stuff.
Weirdly is working.
Weirdly working. On the show, the only one that I feel that wouldn't murder me, or I wouldn't end up dead because I'm with them, the only one that you could be 100% sure, now you're talking about like politically, right? Mm-hmm. If Ned Stark is dead, his wife is a lonely widow. And I find her.
What is this?
I find her attractive.
Strategy.
That actress.
I want to get off this topic.
That actress is very attractive. I haven't seen her in anything now. What is her name?
The one with the long face?
Oh, jeez.
Oh my God, you're. It
doesn't matter.
Hater.
See, anyone I pick.
No, I'm trying to figure out who.
On the show, I would date Lady Stark.
Stark
She's tough.
Oh, the mother of the Stark kid.
Yeah, she's tough. She's hot. She's fit. She's got a lot of. Okay, she had like 6 kids. I don't know. Maybe she's not. She's like, no, I'm done playing around here. So maybe it wouldn't be that fun. But that's an attractive actress, and I've seen her in things when she was young. She was, really beautiful. So I like her too. Emilia Clarke doesn't do it for me. Sorry, Emilia Clarke.
Oh my God, that's Daenerys. How can you not know the actress name?
Well, Daenerys, I'm not going to date because you date Daenerys, you're dead. Death and Daenerys, that's just D&D. I'm not doing it. Dungeons and Dragons, Death and Daenerys, forget about it. Mm-hmm. Then I'm not going to date.
She gets pudgy.
Yeah, I'm not going to date the redhead.
She does.
Because she's a redhead. I'm not going to, I'm not going to date Arya because she's like 4, and she also will take that needle out. And I'm not into getting stabbed with needle. And Arya didn't even kiss anyone on the show, did she?
Yeah, she did. She had
Is this a spoiler?
Yeah, this must be a spoiler.
What? Shit, I'm sorry.
No,
I can't say it.
Wait, Arya has a romance?
Don't say that.
This shows you how much I'm into that character. I don't even remember
I don't even know who
Arya
it would be.
kissed someone? How come I don't remember that at all?
I'll tell you later.
What's happening in that 8th season that I did watch?
Crazy
6
stuff.
episodes.
There's a reason why people said it went down.
Because it feels like she wants to kiss Jon Snow. All the time.
He's her brother.
Arya?
But she's half brothers,
Yeah, it's still related by blood.
In Game of Thrones, there's so much of that.
Right.
They're like horses. Apparently, they can just do this incestual thing, and they're all fine. They have no retarded children, nothing. Well, you can't say
Jeffrey.
retarded anymore. Anyway, so
Jeffrey was definitely inbred.
Now, if I were gay, I know exactly who I would be dating. Exactly, not Jon Snow. I'm gonna say right.
Jamie Lannister?
No.
Glenn.
Jorah Mormont. Listen to me. That dude's got it going on. If I were gay, Jorah Mormont, that's my pick. And that's also my pick on the show because he's going to protect me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he's loyal. He's not going to give me grayscales. He's going to be careful, right? If you're with a guy together, you don't want to catch grayscales. And
grayscale is apparently just a metaphor for AIDS now.
No, he's not going to give me anything, and he is just he's a gorgeous guy. So if I were gay, Jorah Mormont, I'm going to be like sending him flowers, going with him to parties, hanging out.
What's going on in your head? It's like if I were a girl.
We're gonna be going to, and I don't know if they have antique places in Westeros, but I'd be hitting all the antique places with him. I'm saying if I were,
you're having too much fun.
If I were a gay man. So now in real life, as an actress, an actress that just like not the show, like we said, like if I had to date this person. If I didn't know as much about her background, the girl who plays Shay has a butt on her that is like
no.
It's insane.
We need to get off this topic.
Okay, I'm sorry, but that thing, I remember one time someone on Saturday Night Live said, I think it was Dana Carvey, that someone's butt was so round that the British government uses it to calibrate weapons. Well, that's Shay's bottom. It's insane. Now I'm not saying I date her just because of that. There's just something about her. She's attractive. The girl plays Shay. I can't think of her name, of the actress.
Okay.
She's just hot.
Well, do you know what I wanted to talk about?
Wait a minute. There's another actress I would date on that.
God.
That I also in real life, I'm trying to think of another actor. There was one other on the show that I would date, and I can't remember who it is now.
The friend from Daenerys. Her friend.
What friend? Oh yeah.
She's pretty.
The translator from Daenerys.
Yeah.
Oh my god, she gets her. Oh, I can't say what happens to her because this one hasn't. Oh,
the
okay.
Translator.
Okay, I have to say something there.
Yeah.
But that's a situation that I also have to change a lot of things about the world because she's so attractive that I would just kind of feel embarrassed standing next to her because she looks like. It just feels stupid. People be like, "You're with what?" No, that can't be a thing. She's just too gorgeous. But you're right, Lainey. She is insanely attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so I got to do my horny thing. I got to say who I'd be with if I was gay. I got to say who I'd be with politically. I mean, on the show. Who was it that wouldn't kill me? Oh yeah, I said I would be with what's her name because she wouldn't kill me. The one that that was in the beginning hanging out with Brandon, taking care of him. Because she was pretty cool. She was tough.
Kill you?
She wouldn't kill me.
Try.
No. Oh yeah, she may try.
She's like a wildling.
This is what.
Oh my god. Okay. You know what? Take everything back. There's only one actress that I would date. I would not.
Ginger again.
Yeah. It's the ginger.
No, she's pretty. She's
really Kit Harington's wife. I forgot about her for a second. That's it. She kills them all. That is the one I would date. And even if I were gay, I would date Kit Harington's wife. You'd have to.
How about?
That's not how gay works.
Yeah, she's like that's okay. She's that's how gay works. Yeah, she is amazing. What's her name? Lily. That's the one. She's perfect in every way. Perfect height. Like if you go dancing, she's like you go out with dancing. She can wear heels. She's not going to be towering over you. Some of these women are really tall. Mm-hmm. She's also got red hair, but in a really nice way. She's got beautiful accent. She's smart. She's athletic. She's funny. She's got Celtic blood. She's got red hair. She must have Celtic blood. That's always a plus.
You got little ginger kids running around.
I don't.
Little kobolds.
You're such a ginger hater. That's not okay, guys. What I've been trying to talk about is that I don't know if this is even cool or relevant to listen to, but when we talked about the horses that the actors get to ride. If you're an actor on that show and you learn sword fighting and riding on horses, you're living the life. That must be the greatest thing happening to you. That must be so cool. Imagine you learn sword fighting for as a job.
But not everybody did. Some people have to shave their head for 7 seasons.
I know.
And act like they have been castrated.
Or riding horses in general. It's so cool.
You're talking about the thingy guy.
Yeah, that guy.
I'm just jealous because he actually has hair.
Oh my god. And then I see him years later in some English show where he plays a cop. And he's got the thickest hair ever.
Who? That's fucked up.
The guy who played the thing of Whisperers. What was his name?
Him.
I don't remember his name.
Maybe he took a trip to Turkey. We don't know.
Yeah, it could be.
Are you sure that he shaved his hair off, or if that was just not a wig, but
no, that guy's got a full head of hair.
That could be though. They put stuff over
a
layer of plastic.
Also
and then
Irish. There's a lot of Irish people on that show.
Irish people are good actors.
A lot of Irish. Half of the people are Irish.
If I could look like anyone in the show. If I could wake up in the morning and look like someone, it would either be Kit Harington or obviously Nikolai, what's his name? Baldo Costa. Those are the two guys. You want to wake up in the morning and be like, oh, brush your teeth. Look, oh, geez, look, I'm Kit Harington. I'm Jamie Lannister. You're just like, this is great. I can now date that. What's her name? I can date that. What's it called? The translator. I can date her now.
Translator.
Yeah, Nikolai, Baldo, Custer, whatever his name is. You could I'll just date Emilia Clarke just because it's Wednesday. You can do whatever you want. This is the way I think, of course. It's not true.
Okay, no, it's not really true.
No.
So, I guess, do you want to wrap it up? Because it's already...
Man, I can't even sleep.
Yeah, you were
now.
on a roll there, Papa. Yeah.
No, I never thought about Game of Thrones in this way when you think about it. All right, well... I guess we will wind it up now. It's been an hour and 17 minutes. This is a good place to stop. We are the expatriates, the expats here. And we have one more guy that hangs out with us. We have a woman who's a psychologist in Holland who's a part of the show a little bit, podcast. And Kieran, who is actually an expatriate living in Germany from England. He talks like this, mate.
He has the coolest accent. Yeah. It's really funny.
He's like, mate, I was just having a friend over. I was like, jeez, that sounds cool. Just because of his voice.
Everything he says.
He's just existing and he just sounds cool.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got such a
Ask him to say bottle of water. It's the most beautiful thing.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, he's got a deep voice. And anything else you guys want to add before we head out? I think we're going to wrap it up.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for today. What day is today? Anybody remember?
That's a great question. It is the 20th.
The 20th, Saturday the 20th. Next time we talk will probably be just before Christmas. We'll do one, and then we'll do another one like before New Year's. All right, guys, we'll see you, or we'll talk. You'll hear us next in 5 days or so. And I wish we had some music.
We need like an outro.
We will.